Hello. Hi there, this is Dr. Khushbu Shah. And welcome to another edition of Ask Me a Question. Every Thursday, I'll answer one of the questions that are sent in by you. Hi Kanika. Hello. So every Thursday, I'll do my best to facilitate a question that is asked by you on any and all topics using the tools of Access Consciousness. I'm an Access Consciousness facilitator and I'm a Talk to the Entities facilitator. So, hi Komal, hi Kanika. So today's question is about awareness. There were a couple of people who asked, so let me start with, so if you've noticed, if you've been following me, if you've been following some of the posts, or if you've done Access for a while, you'll notice that we speak a lot about following your awareness. And so let me first start with what is awareness. And then the actual question is, how do you trust your awareness? Like, how do you know it's awareness and not something else? So we could, Kanika, maybe for the next one. Let me see if it ties in with where I'm going to go today, about energy pulls and etc. So first, let me speak about awareness, because that was the question that there were 3-4 people who asked about this. So what is awareness? Since we keep talking about follow your awareness. So awareness, when you ask a question, like for example, you run a business and you're like, I would like more clients. And then you go and when you really ask a question, you go like, okay, what would it take to have more clients? And then you get that ping, right? You get like this lightness or this awareness, okay? Which most of the times you can't define it. It's not something like, oh, this is what I need to do, or blah, blah, blah. It's not this, it's just this lightness. There's this awareness that's seeped into you, or hasn't yet seeped in, but you sort of like tap into it, right? And there's just like this moment of like these nanoseconds of just, that, okay? But so that is actually awareness. It's just those nanoseconds when you ask a question and you get that perception. All right, that perception is awareness. But usually what happens, however, is you ask a question like, okay, what will it take for me to have more clients? And then you get a ping, but then instead of actually following that lightness and that space and letting that space and lightness like seep into you, we start going into these conclusions and these like, oh, maybe this is what I need to do. Or you go into this judgment, oh no, but that will not work. Or maybe I should copy this person because this person did it this way and I need to change what I'm doing. Or maybe, etc., etc. And then you start doing this weird conclusion and judgment, which is not awareness anymore. Okay, if you ask a question and you get a lightness, that's your awareness. But after you get that lightness in that space, which is usually just for a few nanoseconds, if you start going into this weird heaviness and this weird space of and judgments and conclusions and computation, where you're now computing like a computer, you're going like, this is what's required, this equation, and once I get this equation correct, blah 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 blah. That is not anymore your awareness anymore. All right, so that is now these things that take you away from your awareness and away from your lightness. Okay, like for example, I'll give you a really funny example. So because of this cricket and stuff, there are a lot of people who are betting. You have your dream team or whatever virtual team, and you create it and you and then you bet. So my brother was doing that, and he's like, he gets that ping first, and then he follows it, and then he goes into these competitions, and then he changes the team and he always loses the money. He's like, no, but I thought, how do I know if I'm actually following my awareness? It's that first ping, which was weird, which wasn't what everybody says is the player that's going to do well, or whatever. It's those moments that if you don't go into competition will actually allow you to start stepping into more and more of awareness. Okay, so that is what's awareness. First of all, awareness is feather touch. It is true for those 10 seconds. And if you keep following that lightness, building that muscle of following that lightness instead of competition, it'll help you. Okay, that is when you're actually following your awareness. And how do you do that? By A, stopping to judge yourself. B, stay in question. Okay, what will it take? What else is possible? And what else is possible? What else is possible? And then relaxing into it will give you more of awareness. Now, how do you trust your awareness? How do you trust you, ideally? Now, here's the thing. It's only when you choose are you going to get awareness. Alright, so what we try to do is, let me get my awareness right, which is, by the way, not awareness anymore, because if you're trying to get it right, it's not an awareness. So let me get all these awareness, which is not awareness, by the way, which is now your computation, right? And once I have it, then I know I'll make the right choice. And so you never really make the choice. You're just stuck in trying to figure out, is this going to be right or wrong, rather than taking that step. So one of the first ways of developing trust in your awareness is by just choosing. And if it doesn't work out, you know that is what that creates. Oh, that didn't work out. What else can I choose now? So, but usually the way we start distrusting ourselves is, oh my God, I chose something wrong. No, there is no wrong choice. Choices are only showing you what that choice created. And once you don't get stuck into, oh my God, I'm going wrong, or rather, this didn't work, what else is possible, and you give yourself permission to fail. You have to give yourself permission to fail and to make wrong choices and bad choices. Just imagine that freedom. If you give yourself that freedom tomorrow, it's like, you know what, it's cool, because even if I do, I know I gained some awareness. That's how you start trusting yourself, not by making right choices. Right choices is not following awareness. Right choices is no more awareness. It's just choice. Okay? So choice creates more awareness. Choice creates more awareness. And if you give yourself more permission to go wrong and just have that freedom to make mistakes, we all do, then you will truly receive awareness of what works for you and what doesn't. And that's how you're going to start trusting yourself more. That's it. There is no other way. It's like, give yourself permission to go wrong, and that's how you'll start trusting yourself. I know it sounds weird and it sounds exactly the opposite of what it's supposed to be, but literally, if you give yourself freedom to go wrong, if you give yourself freedom to just be, to know that there is no wrong choice, there is just choice creates awareness of what works for you and what doesn't work for you, you're going to start trusting yourself more. But if you make a choice and for some reason it doesn't work out and you get stuck in it by judging yourself, then you're not going to trust you. You need to trust that your choice created that, and then know what you can change. Not try to trust yourself before you make the choice to make a right choice, which is no longer awareness, which is now competition, which is going to get you stuck even more. Okay? So, what is awareness? It's those feather touch moments of just lightness. That is what awareness is. And how do you build trust in you? To begin with, by giving yourself permission to fail and make mistakes. That's how you build trust in your choices. And then, once you give yourself permission to fail and just give yourself that freedom, you will realize what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and you'll move more and more in that direction, as long as you don't judge your choices. So, the way you trust your awareness is by not judging your choices and just getting the awareness, and then asking a question if it didn't work out, and asking more questions if it does work out. Alright? Chill. Life is to have fun. Life is not to make right choices. It's to explore and be the adventure that life is truly supposed to be. Cool? So, let trusting your awareness be an adventure. It's not something you have to get right. It is an adventure, an exploration, and an allowing yourself to go wrong. Thank you so much. I hope this helps. What else is possible? And Kanika, I don't know if you're still here. I will speak about energy pools next time. We'll take that up next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Be wrong. It's fine. Be bad. You'll trust more yourself. Bye-bye.